What is our common bond truly? Freedom!
I hereby declare this to be an unlawful assembly. I order all those assembled to immediately disperse. If you do not disperse, you may be arrested and/or subject to other police action. Other police action may include actual physical removal, the use of riot control agents and/or less lethal munitions, which could cause risk of injury to those who remain.
Freedom! Because that's what it's all about, and it's the only thing that it's all about, nothing else.
Interstate travel visas are frozen as the government issues a code red terror alert for the holiday weekend. LAX remains closed indefinitely.
The city prepares to celebrate Independence Day on the third anniversary of the nuclear attacks.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the way the world ends.
Hello world. We are anonymous. Do you ask yourself, what is wrong with this world? We have the fabric of Mother Nature around us, the people, the caretakers. Then we have the human interaction with itself. Now, focusing on the latter, we can now ask these basic questions. What is wrong with society? What plagues our humanity? Human actions begin with thoughts. Your mind is a very, very powerful tool. Accountability and responsibility are two key factors as to where the breakdown lies within society as a whole. And at the forefront, encompassing our humanity, you find pedophilia. Some countries are so poor, the father sells or marries off children, many with no accountability of an age. They do this because they believe the child will have a better life. The circumstance that creates this problem in the first place, corrupt government. The second circumstance, foreign corrupt governments enacting in war, slaughtering civilians, and destabilizing nations. Some countries are so rich, they create industries around the criminal acts, exploit children, and blackmail and entrap one another. Refugees are taken, millions of children are taken, and countless millions are continuously engulfed in a satanic bondage that is not of their own free will. Laws are in place, originally to protect our rights and our freedoms. The rights and the lives of the innocent children that are born into such a corruptible and violent world, are constantly under attack, no matter what part of the globe you look at. The history of this infection of evil goes back millennium. In ancient Greece and Rome, flirtation and sex between a bearded man and an unbearded, pubescent boy was acceptable or even common, but only in certain contexts, in certain circles, in certain cities, at certain times. The ancient Greeks are often depicted as having enshrined pedophilia. The truth is more complex. Only the upper classes in city-states like Athens had the leisure and money to pursue boys. The rationale was that intimacy with leading members of society constituted a quasi-mentoring relationship, with the boys receiving the knowledge and experience they would ultimately need as fully functioning members of their city-state. Usually an older man would find a lover at the palestra, the local sports academy, where boys trained in the nude. The preferred quarry were those who were at the ostensible height of their physical beauty, usually between the ages of 12 and 16. Suitors would court them with gifts like gamecocks and panther cubs. But the Greeks were by no means of one mind about the arrangement. Solon, the great lawgiver, passed strict laws against children being taken as lovers. In the Symposium, Plato reports that attitudes toward pedophilia varied widely. Those city-states that are subject to the barbarians generally held the practice in evil repute. By the time of his last work, The Laws, Plato had declared pedophilia to be unnatural and he urged its prohibition. The law, he said, must insist that our citizens' standards should not be lower than those of the birds and other wild animals. This is not just a problem, a mere issue that can be solved in a week, much less a lifetime, and there lies the great challenge humanity faces, removing this cancerous enslavement of the future generations. Citizens of many nations, you have more power than you know. You must unite, and break down this web of evil from your world. Your children's futures are in danger, you need to wake up, and you must act out of empathy, stop looking past that which you know to be true, and think about how horrific the lives, these so many children of the ages, have had to endure. Many rise from the terror, many do not. Ask yourself, can I do more? What can I do to help put a stop to this madness? By asking these simple questions, thoughts are provoked. The more thoughts globally of resistance, the more momentum of actions will have taken place. Hollywood and its filth are starting to come to the surface and those that have harmed children are being exposed. And Anonymous will be there to finish it if the so-called Hollywood insiders do not do what they should have done from the beginning. Anyone with knowledge of such crimes against our youth should not keep this hidden away. Every second counts to wait is criminal itself. If you have voice, use it. If you have a pen, use it. Whatever it takes to save. We are Anonymous. We are Legion. We do not forgive any that harm a child. We will never forget the children that call in silence for help. If you feel it is not your place to at least try, expect us. Anonymous.